What is the most Ohio city? Because I love to ask this question. What's the most generic city in America? And my answer is Columbus, Ohio.
Wow.
And I don't mean that as an insult. I'm just saying if you wrote a sitcom there, you wouldn't have to worry about how the culture would affect.
Right. There's so many different perspectives, I guess. Some people think it's like corn and like farming, and that's not really Columbus. So I was trying to figure out how to maybe answer that. But I guess Columbus would be because that's like, you got the college there, obviously.
Big convention center. It's a convention town.
Center. It's like the fast food capital of America or something. Like people go there to like test out if their fast food works. It's like a big marketing place. So they have like Wendy's headquarters. They have like some
the Beta Burger. You get to see what it's like before it hits the market.
Yeah, all that Impossible Whopper stuff.
Whoa.
But yeah, so I guess it is just kind of a normal place. But I like Cleveland because you get Lake Erie too, and that seems very Ohio to me. See, Ohio for me, because I'm from the north, is like like Lake Erie in the summer, that kind of thing, which I guess is not very Ohio if you talk to someone that's never been there, like what they would think. You probably wouldn't think water or like
Ohio might be the most generic state.
Yeah. Very generic. There's just like
Midwest,
not much of anything going on, but also they're not missing too much, but there's not over much.
Yeah. Did you do comedy in Ohio?
Yeah, in Cleveland. Did Hilarities a few times, and then
great club.
Yeah.
Really good club. I performed there in 2016. I did a weekend, and I was staying at the hotel right across the way downtown, and on Sunday, there was a note slipped under my door that says, "The RNC starts tomorrow. All hotels are sold out in the whole region for the week. You cannot extend your stay. You must you must be out of your room.
Evacuate the premise."
I was like, that is the most Republican thing you could have done. I also learned this about that week when the RNC comes to town. All of the bars get to extend their closing hour to 4 because there's so much partying and coke and drinking.
Wow.
And apparently it is busy season for male prostitutes. I mean, for female prostitutes too. But there's a lot of like, Lindsey Graham types. They're like, "Ooh, I'm going to have me a little feast tonight."
Wow. I never would have thought that. I would have thought these were some old dudes that were boring as fuck. And
that's what they'd love you to think.
Yeah. They're doing a great job.
Listen, I'm sure Democrats party real hard too, but we're just not as fun as Republicans.
The only thing I remember from being there during that time was the year that the Cavs won the NBA Finals, and I was at the watch party in Game 7 when they came back from that 1-3 lead. One of the greatest nights of my life and greatest accomplishments that I've ever had was watching my team win that championship. But I was in the...
Everyone gets hand jobs tonight.
Everyone gets hand jobs. That was the second busiest time for male prostitutes. But I was in the arena during the watch party because during the game it was away. It was in California, and so they filled up the whole arena with fans watching on the big screen. But the court was all set up for the RNC, so like it was like big stages, and like it just kind of ruined the moment to be like we're all watching the game, but then you look at the court set up for something that's not basketball. It did kind of take you out of it a little bit, but then you went outside afterwards and it was mayhem.
1 million people, right?
Yeah, 1 million people. At the parade, 1 million people. That's one thing that people ask me about. How is the parade? 1 million people. Machine Gun Kelly is hanging off the...
Is he from Cleveland? No.
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah. He has a coffee shop there now. It's kind of cringy, actually. It was cool at the beginning, but now girls will dress to the nines and go there and like take pictures like standing in like hour-long lines outside of this coffee shop, and it's like one of the only bougie places in Cleveland. It's the only place trying to be bougie in Cleveland. It's the only place that isn't a fucking factory, so it's just kind of weird to see like girls like in crop tops and skirts at 9 a.m. just like taking the same picture 40 times to get the perfect one outside this coffee shop in Cleveland, Ohio. It's bizarre. But anyway, that parade was something that it was cool to be at, but it was miserable to actually attend. It's just something to be like, yeah, I was there, but during that day was terrible. You couldn't move, you couldn't see anything. It was like Fire Fest of championship parades.